Hey, this is Julie Becker, and I am going to give you a review today. We're going to be talking about a Blog Beast review. You're probably looking at this video because you found out and you heard a little bit about the Blog Beast, but you're not sure exactly what it is, what it's capable of, how does it compare, what does it do. So I'm going to give you basically an unbiased review. I say that because I have a personal blog that is a WordPress blog, and Blog Beast is a blogging platform. That's what it is. So let me give you some information about Blog Beast so you can understand what it is and get some comparisons between that and a regular blog. Now, when I say regular blog, I'm not talking about a free blog, okay? And the reason I'm not talking about that is because I have an online business. That's what I do. I work online and I don't use a free blog. And if you are looking to get into online business with marketing, or any kind of business, really, I don't recommend free blogs only because, no, not only, but if you're going to drive a lot of traffic to this blog, remember with free, if you get a lot of traffic to the blog may crash. And it may take a while for it to get back up. It may not be able to handle the traffic. I mean, depending on what business you're in and how many customers you want to get to your content and to your site, this can be a real detractor, and they just don't look as nice and they're not as customizable. So I'm going to be comparing a regular WordPress blog to a to the Blog Beast. Now let's talk about the blogging platform right here. Blog Beast is brought to you by Empower Network. It is a product. It is a blogging product. Okay, you know, you can go to for example, GoDaddy, you can buy hosting, which means you buy the name of the site that you want, and you can buy you can buy hosting for, or you can buy the WordPress blog that goes with that. Okay, so you can buy the actual domain name and you can buy the hosting to put your blog on there. They're two separate things. Okay, now regular in that instance, like for example with GoDaddy, I mean, you can host blogs on HostGator and all sorts of other places. Hosting for a WordPress blog is probably going to run you somewhere around $150 a year. Okay, probably somewhere in that neighborhood. Sometimes maybe a little cheaper, maybe between 100 and 150, and that's just to host the blog. With Blog Beast, you are paying $25 a month to host your blog over there. Okay, so there's a little bit of Blog Beast is a little bit more expensive, but we're going to get into what they have to offer and what the differences are. Okay, so pricing, let's just get that right off the bat, and so you can understand, and we'll start right there. Okay, so now when you get a blog, all right, when you get your own blog, if you buy one that has WordPress already set up, that's great. Otherwise, you're going to have to get WordPress and then install it yourself, which can be done, but it's a pain in the behind. I mean, if you're an experienced blogger, you know that. If you have no experience blogging, it's a pain in the rump. But anyway, if it comes already with WordPress already installed, now you're looking at themes. A theme is basically the appearance of your blog, how your blog looks. Now, there's lots of free themes out there. But one thing I'm going to recommend in today's online world is that you want to have a website or blog set up that's HTML5 ready, and that's just a fancy way of saying that it's easily viewed on mobile devices such as cell phones and iPads and things like that. That's what today's people want. That they are on their smartphones and their iPads, and they want to be able to view your website from those mobile devices. Now, if you have a regular WordPress blog, you're going to have to buy a theme, which is probably going to cost you a minimum of, you know, $75 to install a theme that's HTML5 ready. That comes standard with the Blog Beast. It's HTML5 ready, and you are all set to go. The next thing I kind of wanted to bring up with Blog Beast was customization. Okay, you can customize your WordPress blogs, your headers, the things that are on the sidebar, footers and things, and usually you need to utilize widgets, something that's called widgets, to do these things, and sometimes you have to know a little bit of HTML coding for that. In Blog Beast, you don't have any of that. it's very easy to drag and drop and upload pictures into this thing. They don't use widgets. It's very easily customizable. All the menus that you see across in the top menu bar is a little bit of a pain to figure out in WordPress, and it's just a couple of clicks in BlogBeast. It's very easy to customize. Okay, one thing I'll also mention here with the blog beast, remember I mentioned buying a domain name and having hosting. Okay, uh, in the blog beast you can purchase several domain names, and you can add up to 10 blogs and host 10 blogs in your blog beast account for that 25 bucks. So maybe I have Julie Becker's, I get paid online. Maybe I have Julie Becker's horse training secrets. Maybe I have Julie Becker's, stay at home mom save you tips, something. I could have several different blogs, depending on what I wanted to do and who I wanted to connect with. So just wanted to put that out there too. So you get a lot more bang for your buck with the hosting there. Okay, so it's easy to customize and you get quite a bit of hosting. Inserting pictures and graphics and things like that, you are able to do that via drag and drop. You can also upload it, select a file and upload it from your computer, but you can drag and drop, and that makes life pretty easy sometimes too, because sometimes you just want to cut or copy something right from your screen, and you can copy it and then drag it and then paste it right over in there, and it's really super easy to do that. Adding videos to the blog beast blog. Okay, if you add them to a regular WordPress blog, normally you need the embed code. You've got to go to your video wherever it is. Maybe you've got it on YouTube. Maybe you've got it hosted somewhere. Now here's something to say about that. Hosting videos. In order to be able to put videos on your blog, they need to be hosted somewhere, and people do use a lot of YouTube videos, which is great. YouTube is a great place to get your content seen. However, depending on what industry you are in, sometimes it's easy for people to flag your videos if they don't like it. They can get flagged, they can get taken down on YouTube, your account can be shut down, and it's always a good idea to have your best videos and your videos that you really want to keep, to have them hosted someplace else. Now I will tell you that Empower Network also allows you to host videos, and it's very affordable. It's $25 a month to host videos with them, and with a click of a button you can add a video right into your blog beast. But you can also put YouTube videos right into your blog beast without any embed codes. If you work on WordPress, you have to use embed codes to get them into your WordPress blog. It's a little bit more it's a little bit more time consuming, and you have to do a little bit more work for that. So there's another, just for ease, it's easier to do that. Okay, now when you are typing up your content, if you're adding the written word to a WordPress blog, there's a couple of different editors in there. There's a regular editor, which is just you type it in, and you've got your visual of what it looks like. And then they've got a button that you click, and it's an HTML editor. HTML is basically the coding that makes this picture on your blog look pretty. And you have to know you have to go into the HTML editor sometimes to make your content look the way you want it to do. You might have to put embed codes in there. You might have to know a little bit of that. BlogBeast doesn't have any of that. We don't have HTML in BlogBeast. There's no HTML editors. Like I said, there's no widgets. There's no HTML. You strictly type the text in, and you can bold it, you can you can do different stuff with the text, and you don't have to have an HTML editor. You don't have to know any HTML coding. You don't have to know any of that. So that's pretty cool. If you have not blogged before, it's a lot easier. It's really a lot easier. Okay, so there's no HTML codes to know. Plugins. Let's talk about plugins. When we talk about plugins with a WordPress blog, these are different things that give your blog different functionality. So you may have an SEO plugin, that's for search engine optimization. It helps you to optimize your blog posts to be more readily visible and easily found by Google. So you might want to put an SEO plugin in there. You may want to put in a social sharing plugin, right, to put social sharing buttons into your blog. And there's different, and maybe commenting plugins. This all comes built into the Blog Beast blog. They have SEO capability already in there, so you can type in keywords, type in meta tags, and don't worry about that if you don't know what that means right now. It's really easy to learn that stuff, but that's already built into the Blog Beast. You already have social sharing buttons built into the blog sheets, the Blog Beast, and you do have built-in commenting that's dynamic. So it's already set up for you, and you don't have to do anything to it. This is a very, very super simple system. So for example, if you are not a blogger, and I talk to people about blogging quite a bit because there's different types of people out there. You have a business and maybe you don't market online at all, or maybe you do market online but you strictly use Facebook, or maybe you strictly use YouTube. But let me tell you something. If you want to be an influencer and get your brand and your name out there, I will tell you that the influencers in the world, whether it be in politics, sports, business, 86% of influencers have a blog, and they blog because it's very easy to get your content out there in a deep and rich way. It's a place that a blog is your home base. It's where you can combine the written word with a video, with an infographic, with an audio. You can combine it all on your blog. You can organize it into categories that are easy for people to navigate and look through. And it's just if you are serious about your business, you really do need to have a blog. So if you haven't blogged before, setting up a WordPress blog, I mean, I certainly don't dissuade anybody from doing that. I do have one, but it's usually going to be a lot more costly for you. I mean, you're going to have to do it's going to take you a lot more time to set it up the way that you want it, and if you don't want to, then you're going to have to pay somebody to do that. And there's a lot more technical stuff to learn when you have your own blog. Your own WordPress blog, I should say. So the Blog Beast, if you're looking to get started with a blog that's very powerful, very easily customizable, really easy to learn very quickly, it's definitely a lot easier to use if you're getting started. Now, one thing I did want to mention, because some people may have I don't know if you have a question about this or not, but it's something that I do like to address because it is an Empower Network blog. The Blog Beast is when you try to share that raw link, if you try to share it in social networking sites like Facebook. Facebook hates Empower Network, but it's not just Empower Network. They don't like they like social interactions. They don't necessarily like opportunity type things and links on a social sharing network. It's not just Empower Network. It's they don't like that in general. So it's hard. You cannot share that link on Facebook. They won't let you. So that's why. What you can do is you can buy a $10 domain from GoDaddy. Say I've got Julie Becker Online or Julie Becker Empowers, and I buy a domain name, and I can map that right onto my Empower Network blog, and that's it, and that's done. And then I can share that all over the place, and there's no problems. So you can do that kind of thing very, very, very easily. I just like to bring that up because in case you have heard that, I just want to address it right off the bat. But there's a quick, easy fix, and you can have your really super easy to use Blog Beast blog, and you'll be able to share it on Facebook and the social sharing networks, no problem. So that's a little bit of information about the Blog Beast. Oh, one last thing that I should mention, and this is absolutely huge. Well, we're talking about mobile marketing and mobile platforms. I talked a little bit about why it's so important to have your blog set up to be able to be viewed by smartphones and mobile devices. But you know what? There's a trend out now too with a lot of like mobile blogging and lifestyle blogging. People just take videos and that could be their blog with a short little comment or that. Uh, with Blog Beast, you can have your iPad or your iPhone, you can record a video or take a picture or whatever, and within 2 clicks you can have that. They've got apps that run on the iPad, the iPhone, the Android, and that tablet. You have apps that you can actually upload your video or your picture directly to your blog without plugging into a computer. And that is great because you may be at an event, you may be, doing something where you don't have your computer with you, but it's something that you really want to share with your clients and your customers in real time. People like real-time information, and you can upload that to your blog from wherever you are. No one else has that capability. That is a huge feature of the Blog Beast, and that is just an excellent feature. I've done that a few times already, and it's really been fun. It truly is. It truly is take it and plug and play and wherever you are. So that is the information about BlogBeast. They'll be having more updates continuously, more capability, more functionality, and all of this is $25 a month. So you got to kind of look at it that way. I hope this has given you some good information about the comparisons between having a regular, traditional WordPress blog and a Blog Beast blog. If you are someone who wants to get up and have a blog and get going quickly without having to learn all the technical mumbo jumbo, I would definitely recommend a Blog Beast blog. If you're a veteran who knows how to blog, I would recommend it too, because you can get into the lifestyle blogging and add that to your repertoire and blog from your iPad, your iPhone, from your events, from your meetings, from wherever you are, and upload that right to your blog. And that is very powerful because you don't have to wait, you don't have to configure everything, you don't have to know HTML and get it all in there. You can do it right from a phone. So this is Julie Becker. This has been a Blog Beast review for you. Hope you enjoyed that. This video will be embedded in my blog, and I will have it up on YouTube also. If you want more information, read my blog. This is Julie Becker. I hope you enjoyed this Blog Beast review.